Alright, finally done getting ready. It's a process, y'all. And now it is time to film. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. My name is Kristen, and today I'm going to be talking about dating in dental school or medical school. Is it possible? Do we have time for it? Is it worth it? Like, what is it like within the dental class? Is there dating going on? Stay tuned for the answer to all those questions. Okay, first off, let me say that I have never been in medical school. However, I have a lot of friends who are in medical school, and the reason why I can feel like I can group them together, because at least for like the first year of medical school or dental school, I believe that the intensity and like the workload is about the same. And so I've only, been through my first year of dental school, so I feel like I can speak on it. I can't speak for the rest of the years, but I can only speak on what I've heard. So essentially, dating in dental school or medical school, is it possible? Yes, it is. Completely, totally possible. I know tons of people who have not only dated in dental school, but got engaged, got married, and had multiple kids during dental school and medical school. And so it's definitely possible. Of course, it's a little bit more difficult. It can prove to be a little bit more difficult, but I know I have friends who have managed like their first year of marriage through dental school, like their first year of dental school, like a breeze, or at least that's what, they like put out there. Like, and it all comes down to discipline. One of my friends, like, she'll get up at whatever time in the morning and get to school by like 6 o'clock, and study until classes start at about 8, 9ish, and then like after school she'll stay and do whatever work she needs to do, so that when she gets home, like her cutoff time is about 6 o'clock, and when she gets home after 6, she can do whatever she wants. She has her husband, she has her dog, like she can go out, do whatever she wants, because she gets all that stuff taken care of at school. And I think that discipline is amazing. And so honestly, she's goals. I haven't mastered that, but I mean, that just goes to show that with discipline and being deliberate about setting aside time for your significant other, it's totally possible. And so also for the people who aren't in, committed relationships like marriage or like even boyfriend-girlfriend relationships, just like for people dating, like, just dating around and stuff, that is also totally possible. I have friends who did that as well. And, I'm a firm believer that, your life shouldn't be put on pause for your academic or career goals. If the ultimate goal, what you want to be able to do is balance all of that at the same time and not have any one like necessarily predominate or take over your life. And so dating around, totally possible. Being in a committed relationship like boyfriend and girlfriend, totally possible. Marriage, also totally possible. I will say this though, where medical school and dental school differ is that dental school, after your first year, at least at my school, the way it works is that after your first year or so, kind of going into your second year, you kind of have a lot more time on your hands. And I say that because the first year, you're taking a lot of like lectures, and you have to study outside of class, and you have exams all the time, like back to back to back to back. So you're not just at school all the time, but you're also at home studying all the time. Whereas like in your second, more so like your third and fourth years, all you are really doing is clinic. I mean, you have some classes and some exams, but for the most part, you're in clinic all day, which is just like 9 to 5 every day, all day. And like once you're done at 5, you're done. So you can go and do whatever you want. I know third year and fourth years who've gone on trips, like weekend trips, and just been living it up while we're here. D1's just like studying away in the library all weekend. And so we do have that more free time as we, move up in our years. However, medical school, from what I understand, it's kind of like grind. Like it takes up a lot more time all the way through. Not saying that medical school is necessarily more difficult than dental school, because I wouldn't know. And I don't want to compare the two, because I believe that they're both difficult and they're both very, challenging careers and challenging times. But from what I understand, medical school is more demanding throughout in terms of your time. And so, long story short, is it possible to date in dental school or medical school? Of course. Is it difficult? Yeah, it can be a little challenging. But ultimately, it's totally worth it if it means, finding the love of your life, the person that you want to spend the rest of your life with, and, being able to balance that and also your academic life and your career. And I think it's a beautiful thing when people are able to do that. So if you are getting into dental school or medical school and you're worried about, will I have a social life? Will I be able to date? Or is my entire life going to be school? The answer is you choose. You determine that, and that is completely individual. So if you want to date during dental school or medical school, make sure you stay on top of your schoolwork and manage your time effectively and have that discipline so that you can have that personal time, that time you can go out with your friends, go out on a date, go out with your husband, your significant other, whatever. And just, prioritize that. If it's important to you, you'll make time for it. One thing I forgot to address: do dental students or medical students date other dental or medical students? And the answer is definitely yes. Definitely yes. And I think, I'm not in that situation, but I think that if you do decide to do that, if you do find, somebody who you're very interested in who just so happens to be in your class, or even in a class above you or two, I would just be very careful, just because breakups can be really nasty if they do happen. Of course, I wish that upon no one, but if breakups do happen, it can be really nasty and it can have an effect on your relationship with your classmates or your professors or your clients, your patients. So, of course, God willing, there's no breakup and you guys end up together and it is beautiful and magical and all that. But, the reality is that it doesn't always work out. And so I would just be, going off of the advice that was given to me by upperclassmen, you want to be careful, very careful. But at the same time, if that person is your person and that is the person you want to be with, go for it, 100%. But at the same time, I'd just be careful. Alright, that concludes today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please subscribe, comment, like, and share with all your friends. You guys, I'm so happy. Our channel has grown so much. And Azzy and I are eternally grateful for your support and your comments and your video ideas. Keep them coming. This video actually came from someone who requested it in the comments. And so just please, continue doing what you're doing. We appreciate it. We love it. And I hope you guys have an amazing day. Happy Sunday, or whatever day you're watching this. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. I don't think you guys realize how hard it is to set up a camera all by yourself. Here I am trying to set these cameras.